Okay, some side effects. Drinking too much coffee now can cause insomnia. This word, insomnia, is another word for not being able to sleep. So I've had a bit of this before, where no matter how tired you are or how hard you're trying to sleep, you just can't sleep. This is insomnia. When you're lying awake in bed, it's late and you still can't fall asleep, this is insomnia. So I'll write it here, can't sleep. Can't sleep. Nervousness, so being worried all the time, being nervous, and restlessness. So I think all of these things come from this is a word here, physiological effects. So this word physiological means to do with the body, because when you say something is physical, it has to do with your body. So physiological has to do with the body. So physiological effects. When you drink coffee, you feel more alert in your brain and your body. Your heart is beating faster and faster, faster than usual. And because it's affecting your body in this way, it will make you start to feel something like nervousness. When you're nervous, I think we've all been nervous before, right? When you're nervous, your heart rate increases. But if you drink coffee, your heart rate also increases. So for some people, if you start to drink coffee and your heart rate increases, this might trick you into thinking that, into feeling some sort of nervousness. And so that's a side effect. If your heart rate increases, you have the same feeling of being nervous because your heart rate is also increased when you're nervous. So that kind of stuff, it goes two ways. Sometimes you enjoy the increase in heart rate because you feel more alert, but sometimes it can go wrong and make you start to feel nervous, restless, you can't stay still, and you can't sleep. So all these things. Also, a large amount of coffee might cause anxiety, which is similar to nervousness. Yeah, more excitement, more increased heart rate, more, you're thinking a lot of thoughts. And so it can cause anxiety. This picture here, just always thinking about things, being nervous. It can also cause a headache. So earlier we saw that it can treat a headache, but I guess it can also cause a headache. And for me, this has happened to me before because I think I drank a lot of coffee at once, and then later on, I had that caffeine crash. So I mentioned it earlier, caffeine crash. So this is a bad thing. This is when you drink a lot of coffee, you have a lot of caffeine in your body, in your system, and all of a sudden, you're not drinking any more caffeine, and your body starts to crash because you just drank a lot of coffee. So your body's very, very awake, and then all of a sudden, it crashes because that caffeine is, it passes, it's gone. And then when that happens, sometimes I'll get a headache. So it's all about the body reactions to these effects. And finally, this word agitation. So coffee, a large amount of coffee might cause agitation. And agitation is another word for also being worried or upset or stressed and frustrated. So I'll write all these down. Worry, stress, upset,